Just the 3 wins out of 9 matches for both Chennai and Rajasthan as they play each other in match number 37 of the Indian T20 League. But they'll be well aware of the fact that a win for both sides will be a real shot in the arm as we approach the fag end of the group stage of the Indian T20 League. You're watching Cricket Pundits, and I'm in the company of Mandira, Lalvani and Ayaz, Memon, who seldom need a shot in the arm because they're always animated and effervescent as always. Ayaz, Mandira, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
Mandira, what are your thoughts going into this encounter?
Well, to start with, I think both desperately need to win. So whichever team wins will hopefully be the sigh of relief. But both Chennai and Rajasthan have been languishing. They both only had three wins out of their last out of their 9 matches that they've played. But as far as Rajasthan is concerned, they're still experimenting with their batting order. However, they seem to have got something right with Robin Uthappa really starting, and now he's being promoted to the start of the order. You know, he's playing more of his own natural game. And then Steve Smith came in at number 4 and also contributed with the bat, which was great. But is it a good move to then push Joss Butler down the batting order? You know, things like that they have to figure out and at some stage, because the time is running out desperately. So I think Rajasthan still is a work in progress, strangely to see, you know, despite so many matches under the belt well into the tournament. As far as Chennai is concerned, compared to Rajasthan, they seem to be coming together a little better than Rajasthan is. I'm going to pick my 3 players for each side. For Rajasthan, I'm going to start with Steve Smith. He got 57 runs in his last match against Bangalore. And in the last time they took on Chennai, also he scored decently. So I think, and coming in at number 4 seems to be working for him. So Steve Smith is one. Second is Robin Uthappa, for reasons that I just mentioned. You know, he opened the batting, he did well. Maybe this is where they need to start with him. So second would be Robin Uthappa. Third would be Karthik Tyagi, you know, the youngster. I think he bowled exceptionally well. He held his own, you know, against somebody like AB de Villiers. And he just took 1 wicket, but that does not do justice to what he showed on the field. As far as Chennai is concerned, one would be Faf du Plessis, for sure. You know, he got a 50 against Delhi. He has been the leading run getter for his side, and I think his contribution makes a lot of difference. And we've seen with Chennai, with most of the other teams, unless they get a good solid start, you know, with the top order and in the power play, they do start to flounder and fluster. So one is that. Second is Ambati Rayudu. Again, slowly but surely, you know, back in form. And third would be Jadeja. As I said, we've seen him with the bat. He successfully contributes. He's effective. He's needed. He's crucial. But we are not seeing that. That absolute ruthlessness with the ball which is required.
Thank you so much, Mandira. Ayaz, your take and your picks.
Well, I think, look, it's a desperate situation for both teams. You know, whichever team loses is virtually out of contention. I mean, they can end up playing spoilers, but they have no chance then to make it into the playoffs. So it's a do-or-die situation. It's win or bust. And I feel that, yes, Rajasthan have a very fine array of players. They've just not been able to settle down at all. Chennai seem to have settled down, but they, you know, very perceptive kind of admission made by Dhoni some time back when the team had lost. And he said, look, it's like we plug 2 holes where there's a problem and then suddenly another hole crops up. You know, we feel that we've achieved something and then some other problem arrives. My picks for Rajasthan, Steve Smith is looking good with the bat. Not so hot with the captaincy still, I must say. I thought against de Villiers, perhaps smarter field placing. You can't keep a field for, you know, guys hitting 6s, but prevent him getting the strike, give him a single, get him on the other end. These are things that captains need to try a little more harder. Jofra Archer would be there definitely because he bowls well. Last match, de Villiers got on his case in 1 over, but otherwise very good to, you know, he's always been very good. And Rahul Tewatia, who's becoming, I think, a talismanic player for Rajasthan. And for Chennai, Faf du Plessis, most consistent batsman. Deepak Chahar, you know, he's been bowling well. He's getting the ball to swing. He's got a natural outswinger, gets the ball in and trouble. It's not very express pace, but he can trouble the batsman. And Ambati Rayudu looks to me to be reaching his best form. These are my picks.
Thank you so much, Ayaz. I think Ayaz and Mandira both summed it up beautifully, saying it's win or bust for both sides. So Mandira, who do you see winning this? Who do you see going bust?
I'm curious to see who comes in for Dwayne Bravo. Is it finally time for Imran Tahir to come in, I wonder? And if it is, maybe that's, you know, how we had Lockie Ferguson in the match for Calcutta. The way Lockie Ferguson came and it was like a dhamaka over there, which we'll discuss later. But similarly, maybe Imran Tahir is that talisman that Chennai needs. I'm curious to see who comes in there. But however, regardless of who does, I'm going to go with Chennai for this one.
Listen, Imran Tahir can't bat, you know, like Bravo can.
Yeah.
and he won't be able to feel like Bravo can. So there's a bit of a handicap with Imran Tahir. They've got themselves into a situation where they want him badly, but they don't know how to get him in. And if they get him in, then beyond his bowling, what do you expect? So it's a confounding situation. But I'll go with Chennai.
Brilliant. So both teams, Rajasthan and Chennai, hanging on by the skin of the teeth in this matchup in which they face each other. But Ayaz and Mandira feel that it will be the experience of Chennai that will prevail in this contest. But do let us know what you feel in the comment section. Thank you so much for having joined us for another episode of Cricket Pundits, and we eagerly look forward to your company in the next one as well.